Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks. This is part 2 of this. I made a video just a little while ago about using the rotating tool. Then I started thinking about his artistic media tool isn't that a bad idea. You just have to do a couple of things because then you could do different shapes besides just a circle. So I made an artistic media tool pattern that all the points of the stars or the triangles or arrows are the same distance apart. And so there's a leading edge and an ending edge, and that was pretty easy to do. But I started off with a 12-inch circle. So let's just make it 12 inches, and we're going to convert it to a curve. And then when we open up Windows Docker's properties, and right here it tells us that it's 16 point. So I'm going to hold down the shift key and have it grow. So now we're 1155. So I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. 11. Now, when I do this, I do like 0.74 and 7. Well, let me back up here. 73. So I go 74. And see, now we're at 0.05, which is close enough. I could go 73.9, and I mean, we're really close to 12 inches. So now you just need to make your artistic media tool 12 inches. And I did this, and I just thought I'd show it off. I'm going to make a 12-inch line. And then I'm going to go and make it a thicker line. You know what? I'm going to start off with a little bit thinner because we're working with such a small circle. And then I'm going to go to Object, convert it to a outline, left click, right click. And then this time, instead of using the arrow shape, which he was using, I just thought, well, let's just use a 3-sided polygon, which is a triangle, and then rotate it 90 degrees. And you get what we wanted. Now I'm going to put that first arrow right there. And I'm actually going to select them all, and I'm going to hit E, and it put it in the center to make it even. Now I can nudge it. I'm going to put my nudge factor on like 0.01, and I can nudge that to that line. That's actually a little bit high. Let's go with 0.001, because we're working, when you zoom in pretty much, it needs to be pretty close. It doesn't have to be perfect. So I'm going to call that good, and it would have snapped to that. Now I'm going to, you know what, I started thinking I could have saved some time, and I'll do it on this time. I'm going to make a duplicate, and I'm going to Control D, and then I'm going to move it over with the control button held down. Then I'm going to select that, and now I'm going to hit R, and it put it to the right. So I could have done it left. And this is going to work. But we need, so I'm going to take this one, hold down the shift, both select this one. I'm going to go to Effects and Blend, and I'm going to blend them. I'm going to go ahead and blend them 5 times. So we have 5 arrows. And they are spaced out evenly, but we need a tail on this one because there's a space between them. So we're actually going to cut this one out. And when we do that, we have to go and break the blend apart to make that work. Then you can take that one out. Now, we just need to kind of measure. And this is kind of going at it backwards, but it works. Well, it'd be better to go to that point, holding down the control button, and we're at 1.47 apart. So we need 1.47 to the next one. And I don't really know what, you know what we could do? Draw a straight line and have it nestle up to that, and change our nudge factor 1.47, and then nudge this over, and there's the end of our line. Now we can actually, probably the easiest thing to do would be to take our shape and nudge it down. The line is still there. We can create a new object. I got a little leak. Shouldn't have a leak. I must have not hit inside the, there we go. So now I have a line. And if we put it back up there and we left click, right click, now we can take away this line. We can actually take away this line. And we're not quite 12 inches because we cut something off, but with the ratio, and we got everything selected with the ratio lock so it won't change it'll change the width too. I'm going to type in 12 inches. Now I'm going to select all this and I'm going to weld it together. And the weld will work, but I'm going to use a color. And then I'm going to go to my artistic media tool. So we have a 12-inch line and a 12-inch circle. Artistic media tool, you need to be on the brush. Go right here to the Save Artistic Media tool, and we'll call this ARROW video. Doesn't matter what you call it. Now you're in that mode, and you can click on this. Now, as always, you have to either go up or down. And so now we're going to go up. Well, let's just type in 1.1. Let's type in 0.3. There we go. We could probably go 0.5. Now, of course, he wanted 5, we have 6, so you do the same thing, just have less arrows. Now, the advantage of doing it this way, and all these should be equally spaced apart, the advantage of doing it this way is you could have, a different shape. Let's try to make this 12 inches. You know what? I don't care what it is. We're gonna make it bigger, and we're gonna go to object and convert it to a curve. We are going to actually break it in half, and this is what I think will be neat about doing it with the artistic media tool. If we take the shape tool, select that node and right click and break it apart, then we could move one of these arrows up and one of these down and get it pretty close. And, you could have a total different shape. Now let's go to properties, Windows, Dockers, properties, and our line is 17.677. So then all you have to do is make your line 17.677. Save it as an artistic media tool. You go up here to the disk that says save, and we're just going to call this 1, 2, 3. A for arrow, B for test. Just doesn't really matter unless you're going to use it again. And then get on here and change the size and see what we did. We changed the arrows. And I think the good thing about this, you can still manipulate this path and do a lot with it. You could have them, almost touching or running past each other. Whoa, you don't want to do that. You could have I think I did a video some time ago about a knotted rope like this and making a rope effect, because you can still use your shape tool to change the look of this artistic media tool path. So he can use the artistic media tool, but I still think this is the easiest way to do it, like with the rotation. But the artistic media tool is cool because then you could do almost, any shape. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.